We, the People, was inspired by Tshepo's attendance at an event at Constitution Hill that featured a reading of the preamble of the Constitution adopted in 1996. It stirred in him a sense of national pride and purpose. The T-shirt brand recognizes the injustices of our past, honor those who suffered for justice and freedom in our land. Tshepo Mohlala, or rather Tshepo Jeans, joins us this morning to share more on his live chat today with a few influential people discussing the different facets of Human Rights Day. Very good morning to you, Tshepo. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and thank you so much for this opportunity. And happy Human Rights Day.
Happy Human Rights Day to you, man. We are determined to change the world we live in, for the better, aren't we not, Tshepo? I mean, tell us about the We the People T-shirt. What's that about?
We the People was inspired by a conversation that I went to actually in 2018 or 2019 at Heavy Chefs. And LB Sex was actually one of the speakers there, and he said something really, really amazing. When the country was in really in shambles, we had a whole lot of xenophobic attacks. A lot of people were leaving the country, and he said one thing that spoke to my heart. He said the only way we're going to fix this place is by remembering the vision that was set to get by a couple of people years ago. And that vision was, what do we see South Africa as in the next couple of years? And he said, for us to change South Africa, we shouldn't leave the country and we should work together and we have to be united. And they spoke about the preamble, which was written by a couple of different people, a white person, an Afrikaans guy, a black man, an activist, a pastor, a Jewish man and Muslim. And everybody sat together in one table and said, what does the new South Africa look like? And for me, that I wanted to share that story. I wanted to remind people that, hey, we've got this beautiful, beautiful preamble that has been written for us. It's a new vision of the country. It's a new hope for our country. And we need to be aware that nobody's above the law. Nobody's below the law. We are all equal. And I think the most important thing is that we need to remember ourselves that we are all responsible for what we want to see in our society. And that's what inspired the T-shirt.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at your T-shirt that you're wearing right now, and the message behind the T-shirt is actually a reminder of an important fact that most of us forget. Everything we need is inside of us, isn't it? So how do you want people to feel when they're wearing this T-shirt?
How do I want people to feel? I think for me, it's like when you're wearing this T-shirt, you're saying, I am responsible for my life. I'm responsible for what I see. I'm responsible for what's happening around me. I am responsible. I'm a proud South African. I'm a proud African. I'm a proud human citizen of the world. I am responsible for what happens around me. And for me, that's the message that I want to try to send out there with the T-shirt.
Okay. And now tell us about your live chat this morning. What are you aiming with that?
Today's live chat is super, super interesting. Basically, what we wanted to achieve is what does united in diversity mean to you as a person? So we've got different personalities from political to technology to music. What does diversity mean? When the new dawn came to us, when Nelson Mandela came out and they said we are a rainbow nation, what does that mean? Does that still exist? Is that a real thing? How do I see it happening in my real life? And for me, that's what I want to find out today from your Julius Malema, your Devin Goko, your DJ Maphorisa, LB Sex, a lawyer, constitutional lawyer, and find out from different spaces, what does it mean being united in diversity? And how do we build a nation in 2021 where we're sitting? And that's the conversation we're having this morning.
So who have you invited?
So we've invited a couple of different people from different industries, from political. We have Julius Malema, we have Devin Goko, DJ Maphorisa, Chef Mti, Mokhao, Delezi Makoti. We have LB Sex, Ulwando, Lwando Kaso, and Mama Joyce, who's a struggle veteran. And these are the people that, for me, I've had different conversations about We the People, and I really wanted to share this information, the side conversation that I've been having with them and how passionate they are about uniting our nation and taking our nation forward.
After watching that live chat, what is it that you want people to learn or to take away from this live chat?
I think what I want people to take away is that we are all responsible for what happens in our life, and
Sure.
we are all and we have a great preamble or great constitution that protects us from what we want to do. And if you want to be the change, if you want to change the world, be the change that you want to see.
Yes.
And this is what the people will be echoing in the whole conversation this afternoon, or this morning rather.
You know, Human Rights Day means different things to different people. So what does this day mean to you?
To me, it means kulelo kshini, and you know, when you wake up in Greece in the morning, you say sawubona, which says I see you, and that's what human rights is. It means I see you, whether you come from a different background, wherever you come from. I see you. I recognize the humanity in you, and that's what human rights means to me, and that's what this whole means to me. It's like I see you, I recognize you, and before anything else.
How do we keep educating the youth, especially on the importance of this day?
How do we keep educating the youth on the importance of this day is by celebrating it, and also by continue having these conversations. I think a lot of people feel like these conversations have been happening a lot of times, but I feel like they're quite important. They keep us connected. It's important to always be connected and always having these conversations. I think by having conversations on TV, on radio, on social media, and just being aware, you know, from a design perspective. I'm a designer and I'm a fashion brand, and keeping this conversation alive through clothing, telling stories, is quite important to keep everybody aware and not forgetting where we come from and where we're going.
So, Tshepo, for those who strike a resonance with this brand and the message encapsulated in it, where do they get the T-shirt?
They'll find our T-shirt on our online store, which is www.tshepo.shop, or they can visit one of our stores in Victoria Yards or Hyde Park Corner opposite Tasha's.
I mean, the price, because so many people have complained in the past about your products catering for a certain market and not accessible to a certain market. So is this T-shirt, are we having the same conversation over this T-shirt again?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we launched a T-shirt last year, August, and it retailed for $250. But at the current moment, it's retailing at $550, and because of the limited distribution. But it was not a very expensive T-shirt, and the quality is amazing. It's world-class, made in South Africa in Durban.
All right, good to hear that, Tshepo. And how do people get involved in the discussion?
People can get involved in the discussion by tuning into our live this morning at 11 a.m. At Tshepo Jeans, and also join our conversation online. What does diversity mean to you? What does being a diverse nation mean to you? You know, wear your T-shirt, tag us, #Luta Continuia, or We the People SA.
All right, Tshepo Mohlala, great chatting to you, man, and all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Good stuff. Do have a great day now. Now, Tshepo Mohlala says he created his tees to show your love for your country and its people.